Why do we repeat toxic patterns in dating and in relationships? Why do we keep choosing unavailable or even abusive partners? Well, the short answer is that we seek what's familiar to us. We're drawn to people who remind us of our most unhealthy relationship with one or both of our caretakers growing up. It's an unconscious attempt to heal our childhood wounds. Our rational mind does not choose our toxic partners, and that's why it's important to get support to rewire our brains for healthy connections and healthy attachments. In today's video, I share 5 of the most common toxic patterns and how to begin to heal so you can go on your last first date. Sign number 1 of a toxic pattern is you don't feel safe. You're always editing what you say or do. You're afraid of what your partner would do or say if you were open and honest with how you feel. The second sign of toxic pattern in dating is you feel like you've lost yourself. When you're with a toxic partner, they manipulate and mold you to fit their agenda. It's all about them. Their plans, their interests, and their needs dominate the relationship, and eventually you lose yourself. The third sign of a toxic pattern in dating and relationships is you feel belittled and ashamed. Your partner puts you down and belittles you. Sometimes it's subtle, sometimes it's in a joking manner. They try to make you feel less than or ashamed of yourself. They are emotionally immature, and they need to make you feel small so they can feel good about themselves. The fourth sign of a toxic pattern in dating and relationships is you feel controlled or manipulated. A toxic partner wants to power over you. In a healthy relationship, you power with somebody. Nobody's powering over anybody. The partner tends to weaponize the relationship to manipulate you into doing things for them. And sometimes you don't even see it coming until it's too late. The fifth sign of a toxic partnership is you walk on eggshells. Toxic partners are critical. They are mocking and they are often sarcastic. They are not direct. They are not kind. So you walk on eggshells around them, hoping not to upset them, because if you do, there could be rage. Healthy relationships are supportive, compassionate, and kind. When there are disagreements, they're a safe space to talk things out and resolve conflict. Each partner encourages the other to grow in every way. They want the best for you, and you want the best for them. So how do you break unhealthy, toxic patterns? The first step is to recognize your patterns. Be aware of recurring behaviors in your relationships that are detrimental, like manipulation or controlling behavior or constant criticism, lack of respect. Identify what constitutes a red flag for you. The second way to break an unhealthy toxic pattern is to reflect on your role. Examine what your contribution is in the dynamic. We all are part of a relationship, and we're not trying to blame you, but it's like, what am I doing? Consider if you might be contributing to the toxic behavior through codependent behaviors like clinginess or low self-esteem, where you want the other person to basically complete you or be the source of your self-worth. The third step is to set clear boundaries. Clearly communicate your needs and expectations to potential partners when you're dating, and be firm in upholding those boundaries when they are crossed. The problem is many of us set the boundaries, but we don't uphold them. We set them and we forget them. And it's not a crock pot. Set it and forget it. You have to enforce it. The fourth step in healing your toxic patterns is to practice healthy communication. Learn to express your feelings assertively, listen actively, and avoid blaming or attacking your partner. The fifth step is to seek professional help. Consider therapy or coaching in order to understand the root causes of your attraction to toxic partners and develop coping mechanisms. The sixth step is to prioritize your own self-care. Focus on building self-esteem by engaging in activities that bring you joy, nurturing your physical and mental health, and surrounding yourself with supportive people. The seventh step in breaking those toxic patterns is to be willing to walk away. And this is one of the hardest things. If a partner consistently demonstrates toxic behaviors despite your efforts to communicate and set clear boundaries, end the relationship. It often takes 7 tries to end the relationship, so don't give up. Get the support you need and walk away from people who are unhealthy so that you can go on your last first date.